We are in the Shiva Purana, Samhita, chapter 15. Here Vyasaji asks Sanat Kumaraji to explain the universe, its limits, its foundation, and its structure. And then Sanat Kumaraji begins to describe the nature of the cosmos. Sanat Kumaraji says that in the beginning there was only one ultimate reality. That alone is the root cause of everything. It was unmanifest, meaning it could not be seen, it could not be understood, it had no form. It was beyond the senses and infinite. Then that ultimate reality expressed itself. It took form, it revealed itself, and from that creation began. But there is a very important point here. Even after manifesting, the true nature of that Supreme Brahman does not change. For humans, it is difficult to understand what Para Brahman truly is, because it exists beyond the senses. In its original state, it always remains the same, peaceful, complete, and without modification. That same ultimate truth, that Sat Chit Ananda, is referred to here as Shiva. When Shiva manifests into two forms through his Shakti, the process of creation from one to many begins. In this sequence, Brahma then appears, who is given the responsibility of creation. This creation did not come from somewhere else. Its source is that same ultimate reality. That is Para Brahman. That is Shiva. The highest divine principle itself becomes the cause of the entire universe. The verses describe that the entire universe exists in the midst of cosmic waters. Brahma created 14 worlds within this universe, 7 higher realms and 7 lower realms. Creation is vast beyond imagination, and this entire universe is supported upon the hoods of Sheshnag. Sheshnag is also called Ananta, the Infinite One. By Brahma's command, he holds the entire creation upon his hoods. He is not merely a serpent, but a symbol of that divine foundation that sustains the universe. It is said that the jewels on his hoods illuminate all directions, meaning the very foundation of existence is filled with light. When his form is described as shining like a white mountain, it reflects his vastness and stability. It is said that he shines like the white flow of Ganga falling upon Mount Kailasa. This comparison is not just for beauty. Kailasa is the abode of Shiva, and Ganga represents purity and divine flow. Through this imagery, Sheshnag appears as a form of divine radiance, calm yet immensely powerful. But when a cosmic cycle comes to an end, from the very mouth of Sheshnag emerge flames of fire, and dissolution, pralaya, begins. In the end, this chapter reminds us that creation is not limited to what we see. Behind it lies a divine order, a deeper foundation, and a mystery that the sages realize through meditation. The Shiva Purana invites us to see the universe not just as a physical reality, but as a profound spiritual truth.